Apollo 17, the final journey to the Moon, a landmark event in space exploration. In December 1972, the world witnessed humanity's bold step into the cosmos once more. Apollo 17 was more than just another mission. It represented the pinnacle of years of dedication, innovation, and bravery. The mission sought to expand the horizons of human understanding. Apollo 17 aimed to be the most groundbreaking lunar mission to date. It embodied the hopes and ambitions of a generation eager for scientific discovery. The Apollo program, a beacon of human achievement, mesmerized the globe with each bold endeavor. Apollo 17, the grand finale of this extraordinary saga, aimed to be the most daring mission yet. The hopes of humanity rested on the Apollo 17 crew. They bore the legacy of the program and the aspirations of a world hungry for discovery. Commander Eugene Cernan, Lunar Module Pilot Harrison Schmitt, and Command Module Pilot Ronald comprised the elite team chosen for this monumental task. Each astronaut brought their specialized skills to the mission, prepared to tackle the challenges of lunar exploration. Apollo 17, the final chapter of the Apollo program, was more than a mission. It was a symbol of human aspiration, a testament to our unyielding quest for knowledge. This mission embodied the unbreakable spirit of exploration, leaving an everlasting legacy in the annals of human history. Apollo 17, the grand finale of the Apollo program, embarked on a mission of unprecedented scientific exploration. Its primary objective was to uncover the Moon's hidden secrets. Researchers eagerly anticipated the treasure trove of data the mission would bring. A major focus was to investigate the Moon's geological features. By studying the Moon's composition, scientists hoped to gain insights into the early solar system. The mission sought to gather samples from various lunar terrains. These samples were expected to reveal crucial information about the Moon's past. Apollo 17 also aimed to deploy a suite of scientific instruments. These instruments would collect data on the Moon's atmosphere, magnetic field, and more. Apollo 17, with its ambitious objectives, was set to transform our knowledge of the Moon. Leading Apollo 17 was Commander Eugene Cernan, an experienced astronaut with 2 prior spaceflights. Cernan, a veteran of Gemini 9A and Apollo 10, brought a wealth of knowledge to the mission. His leadership and expertise were pivotal to the mission's success. Accompanying Cernan was Lunar Module Pilot Harrison Schmitt, a trained geologist. Schmitt's geological expertise was a first for the Apollo program. He was the first scientist astronaut to set foot on the Moon. His geological insights were expected to be invaluable. Rounding out the Apollo 17 crew was Command Module Pilot Ronald. Evans, tasked with managing the command module in lunar orbit, was essential to the mission's success. Together, Cernan, Schmitt, and Evans formed an exceptional team. Choosing the landing site for Apollo 17 was a detailed and deliberate process. Scientists aimed to find a location with the highest potential for groundbreaking discoveries. After extensive evaluation, they selected the Taurus-Littrow Valley on the southeastern rim of the Sea of Serenity. The Taurus-Littrow Valley, cradled by imposing mountains, offered a rich and varied geological terrain. Experts believed the area contained traces of ancient volcanic activity. Investigating these traces could unlock secrets about the Moon's formative years. Additionally, the presence of dark, fine-grained soil suggested historical volcanic eruptions. Examining this soil could provide clues about the Moon's internal structure. The Taurus-Littrow area also presented a rare chance to explore the lunar highlands. The choice of the Taurus-Littrow site highlighted the scientific aspirations of the Apollo 17 mission. December 7, 1972. The world watched in awe. The Apollo 17 crew, atop the mighty Saturn V, readied themselves for an extraordinary voyage. Their target, the Moon. The engines roared to life, breaking the stillness and thrusting the spacecraft into the boundless void. This mission to the Moon showcased the pinnacle of human innovation. Precision was paramount. Every calculation and maneuver had to be flawless. Within the confined quarters, Cernan, Schmitt, and Evans diligently monitored their instruments, ensuring their trajectory remained true. As days turned into nights, Earth shrank, becoming a distant blue and white marble in the vastness of space. With each passing hour, they drew nearer to their lunar goal. After a 3-day journey, the Apollo 17 spacecraft neared the Moon. The barren, yet mesmerizing lunar surface filled their viewports. Mission Commander Cernan executed the critical maneuver to achieve lunar orbit. Captured by the Moon's gravity, the spacecraft began its orbit around the celestial body. The crew was awestruck by the ancient craters and towering mountains, standing for eons. Evans, at the helm of the command module, carefully adjusted their trajectory, ensuring precise alignment for the lunar descent. Concurrently, Cernan and Schmitt readied the lunar module, their base and lab for their lunar stay. As they orbited, the crew diligently photographed and mapped the lunar terrain. Each orbit brought them incrementally closer to their designated landing site in the Taurus-Littrow Valley. The lunar module, known as Challenger, separated from the command module, and astronauts Cernan and Schmitt began their journey towards the Taurus-Littrow Valley. Meanwhile, Evans stayed in lunar orbit, coordinating with both the lunar module and mission control. The descent was filled with anticipation. The rugged lunar terrain, dotted with craters and rocks, required careful navigation. Cernan, drawing on his extensive training, skillfully maneuvered the Challenger during the descent. Peering through the small window of the lunar module, Cernan and Schmitt watched the lunar surface draw closer. Lunar dust swirled as the module's engines slowed their descent. At last, with a gentle touch, the Challenger landed on the Moon. "Okay, Houston," Cernan reported, his voice a mix of relief and excitement. "The Challenger is on the surface." Upon landing, Cernan and Schmitt immediately began their scientific tasks. Their objective was to deploy a comprehensive suite of scientific instruments. These instruments were designed to investigate the Moon's secrets. A pivotal experiment was the Lunar Surface Gravimeter. It recorded data on the Moon's gravity field. Another significant instrument was the heat flow experiment. Its purpose was to capture data on the heat emanating from the Moon's interior. The Lunar Atmospheric Composition Experiment, or LACE, was also crucial. It examined the composition of the Moon's extremely thin atmosphere. Cernan and Schmitt, working diligently, gathered hundreds of pounds of lunar rocks and soil. These samples, meticulously documented and stored, were destined for analysis back on Earth. A pivotal element of Apollo 17's mission was the deployment of the Lunar Roving Vehicle, or LRV. This electric vehicle enabled Cernan and Schmitt to travel further from the lunar module. They were able to explore the Taurus-Littrow Valley with unprecedented detail. The rover, affectionately known as the Moon Buggy, was an essential tool. With Cernan at the controls, the rover navigated the rugged lunar terrain. They traversed craters and plains, taking in the stark beauty of the Moon. Throughout their journeys, the astronauts gathered rock samples from diverse locations. They meticulously documented their discoveries, capturing photographs and making detailed notes. The rover's navigation system was crucial for pinpointing their position and retracing their path. The rover's advanced features were key in enhancing the scientific yield of the mission. The Apollo 17 mission unveiled a series of unexpected findings. Among the most striking was the identification of orange soil at the rim of a lunar crater. The astronauts, taken aback, meticulously gathered samples of this peculiar soil. Upon analysis back on Earth, the orange soil revealed intriguing details. It contained volcanic glass beads, hinting at ancient volcanic activity billions of years ago. This finding added to our understanding of the Moon's volcanic history. Another remarkable discovery was the significant presence of water ice at the lunar poles. The presence of water ice opened up the potential for future lunar habitation. Apollo 17 set the stage for future space exploration endeavors. After 3 days of intense exploration, it was time for Cernan and Schmitt to wave goodbye to the Moon. They had performed significant scientific experiments, gathered an extensive collection of lunar rocks and soil, and made a lasting contribution to the field of space science. As Cernan took his final steps on the lunar surface, he spoke these memorable words: "We leave as we came, and God willing, as we shall return, with peace and hope for all mankind." The lunar module, carrying the astronauts and their invaluable samples, ascended from the Moon's surface. They reunited with Evans in lunar orbit, and together they commenced their return journey to Earth. The Apollo 17 mission concluded, but its impact would be felt for years to come. The mission's scientific breakthroughs enhanced our knowledge of the Moon. Apollo 17 left a lasting legacy of exploration, achievement, and inspiration for future space endeavors. Apollo 17 was the final chapter of lunar exploration. It was a moment of mixed emotions. We had achieved the extraordinary. We had gathered invaluable data. We had driven across its rugged terrain. But Apollo 17 marked the end of our lunar journeys. The program that inspired millions concluded. Financial limitations were a significant factor. The public's fascination had diminished over time. Yet, the legacy of Apollo continues to inspire. Apollo 17, like its predecessors, brought back a treasure trove of scientific data. The lunar samples, meticulously collected and catalogued, provided scientists with invaluable insights. They helped us piece together the Moon's history, its formation, and its relationship to Earth. The discovery of orange soil, a testament to the Moon's volcanic past, provided crucial clues about the Moon's geological evolution. The regolith samples revealed the presence of rare minerals, offering a glimpse into the Moon's unique geochemical processes. The seismic experiments deployed by Apollo 17 helped us understand the Moon's internal structure. The data revealed a solid core and a partially molten outer core, shedding light on the Moon's thermal evolution over billions of years. The scientific legacy of Apollo 17 continues to this day, inspiring future generations. The lasting legacy. The Apollo missions sparked a passion for space exploration in countless individuals. Lunar explorations by astronauts captivated the world's imagination. Innovations from Apollo have had a profound impact on modern technology. The Apollo spirit endures in students who are passionate about STEM fields. Apollo 17 serves as a testament to the value of investing in scientific research and technology. A step back to leap forward towards a new era of exploration. Apollo 17 marked the end of an era, but ignited the spark for future missions. Space agencies are now focusing on the Moon, seeing it as a vital scientific outpost and a gateway to Mars. Innovations in technology are making space travel more cost-effective and accessible. The collaboration between private companies and government agencies is expanding the horizons of space exploration. Insights from Apollo 17 are being integrated into these new missions. The enduring spirit of exploration from the Apollo era continues to inspire. As we embark on this new era, we reflect on Apollo 17 with a sense of pride and anticipation.